Neighbors pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right. Build it Union.
Weather brought to you by Mazda Heating and Cooling and Bryant, keeping you comfortable year-round.
Tonight, we'll see a chance of some rain showers trickle on in. Otherwise, temperatures in the mid-40s. Scattered rain showers expected through Friday with temperatures right around 60. With your Storm Team 27 forecast, I'm meteorologist Hannah Erdman.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Day's News.
This vehicle.
Secretary Noem.
Domestic terrorism.
Fraud hearings on Minnesota.
Do you have any doubt Tim Walz knew about this fraud?
He absolutely knew.
Come back for the latest.
Leave Minnesota alone.
At 570WKBN.com.
This program is furnished by the program participants.
Now, Ron Verb. On News Radio 570 WKBN.
Welcome to Thursday already. Can you imagine it? What a lovely day we have going on for my neck of the woods here on Tiffany Boulevard in Boardman. We're at 52 degrees. And till 6 o'clock, between now and 6 o'clock, welcome to the longest running legal show around. You heard me right. I mean, well over 30 years. These guys have been taking your calls, your questions, giving you advice, pointing you in the right direction, trying to answer your legal questions, doing the best job they can do. Now, you know, Monday through Friday, you're going to get a bill. But guess what? 1 hour here on Thursday, from 5 to 6, we're going to answer your legal questions, and you're not going to get a bill. You're going to get great advice from the law firm of Beatrice Kopp on News Radio 570 WKBN. So if you have a legal question, pick up the phone and give us a call between now and 6 o'clock. My top secret number, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977. Let's go for the law firm of Beatrice Kopp and see if the Kingmaker is joining us. Is Attorney Beatrice with us tonight?
Bueller.
Apparently he is not with us tonight. The Kingmaker is not there. So let's go and see if the pride and joy of Girard, Ohio, Attorney James Melfi would be with us.
Ron, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Did you get the calendar? What gag gift did you get for His Royal Highness this year?
I did not get him a new gag gift for Christmas, but I have some things that I'm plotting that I think will be released shortly.
Does a calendar factor into it? I mean, what a brilliant idea that was.
I give credit to my wife for that idea. I
give credit to her too.
She's almost as sinister as I am, which is great.
You're like Dr. Evil.
Yeah. But I need to get you a copy of that calendar.
Yeah, I got it. If you wouldn't mind.
We are a skeleton crew tonight, Ron.
Really?
I have Frank is with his kids. He is getting ready for a trial starting on Monday, so he will be back later. But I am here with our A1 law clerk, Dan Leslie, soon-to-be lawyer.
Ron, how are you?
Dan Leslie, soon-to-be lawyer. How soon to be a lawyer, Dan Leslie?
I am entering into my third year law school. So in December, I'll be wrapping up and taking the bar exam in February of 2027.
Are you attending the University of Akron?
I am indeed attending the University of Akron.
That cannot happen soon enough.
Well, that's good. That's the University of Akron is my alma mater, so I'm proud of you. I'm happy
go.
To hear that. And so one more year, and then you will choose to sit and take the bar, right? And,
yes, sir. God willing, pass the bar and join these guys up here. So
how difficult do you find law school? I mean, you've been through it now for several years. I mean, when you started, I mean, did you say this is really tough, this is hard, or
the first two semesters are pretty tough? I think they try to instill some fear into you, but as these guys say up here, once you get in your second, now especially in your third year, it's kind of towards the end, and just get the credits and get out the door.
So it got easier as time went on.
I would agree. Yeah, it got easier as the months and the semesters got on, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's so you're looking forward to becoming, what type of area law are you thinking of practicing?
That's a common question I'm getting asked these days. I don't have a final answer. Trying to dip my toe in all the pools right now, but we'll figure it out.
What intrigues you the most?
I've been doing a lot of civil work with Jimmy and Brian on some key cases they have going on right now. So I've been very intrigued in that. And then obviously anytime you can work with the Kingmaker himself and Frank, it's always a good learning experience.
See, the Kingmaker's just getting a little bit old, so I gave him a warm glass of milk before the show and a blanket.
And tucked him in?
Yeah, and tucked him in. So
don't know. He might be asleep somewhere.
He still may be napping.
Yes.
This
milk
is
and cookies.
his nap time. Yes.
He's out. So when you look at these different arenas, and you look around at the firm, like you take a look at, take Brian Kopp and take medical malpractice cases.
Yep.
Brian Kopp is excellent with a jury because Brian Kopp can talk to a jury and he can make very complex medical issues very easy to understand.
Yes.
Because the amount of research that you have to put in, that he puts in to medical malpractice to understand it and be able to explain it to a jury is a phenomenal undertaking. And then to be able to convey that to people.
It's incredible.
When you watch it, you realize the gift he has.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and then
Ron,
when you
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
I said nobody.
Go ahead.
It's really hard to. Nobody can really understands the amount of time it takes to read and research and distill issues down just to its basic core, to
especially with medicine,
make them understandable and convey them in a good way.
And as Davis has said over the years, as I'm sure you would go along with people, juries give a lot of leeway to doctors, the white coats, and they give a lot of leeway to police officers. There's just, they get a lot of leeway because they deserve it. So they're not easy cases.
No, they're not.
All right. And then when you take a look at Attorney Beatrice and, his theatrics that a lot of people talk about, but Dave's extremely intelligent, and he's very good at holding a jury's attention and very quick on his feet dealing with, I don't care if it's a criminal case or let's just concentrate on criminal cases. To watch that, you realize how damn good of an attorney he really is.
He's tremendous.
He's a thespian.
Yeah,
it's
unbelievable.
like he's on the stage.
Yeah, he's a full performer, but he's a fantastic lawyer.
But part of that is you got to be that to hold a jury's attention.
For sure.
You have to be. Alan Dershowitz once said, cases, you can use this in law school in your final. cases aren't won or lost in the courtroom. It's a legwork you do ahead of time that makes all the difference in the world.
I'll keep that in mind if I'm guessing on the exams this semester. That's going down on the paper.
You got it. And throw that in.
Yeah, I'll toss that down.
It's and use Dershowitz's names. It doesn't matter if it's factual or not.
Well, I'll cite you, Ron. I'll put you down as a citation for quoting Dershowitz.
Yeah, quoting Alan Dershowitz.
Yeah.
But speaking of
I'll
David,
have to give you.
Did you see his suit today?
It was a tough
He
look.
had this. It was.
He looked like he had capris on
this
too.
Iridescent blue. And it had these squares like a chessboard, but they were small. It was the most outrageous thing I've ever seen. His suit walked into the room 15 minutes before he did.
Is it still screwing with your retinas and everything? You still seeing it?
Yeah, I need to get my
looking at
prescription.
The sun, Jim?
Yeah, I need to get my prescription adjusted after that.
Yeah, it's like looking directly at sunlight. It's like, what the hell is that? But the thing about that is I'm sure it had a very slimming effect.
No comment.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, let's take some calls and travel along here with Dan Leslie. I got it right, Dan?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dan Leslie, soon to be another great Zip graduates, and we couldn't be more proud of him. And of course, Melfi. Where did you go to law school, Melfi? Did you go to law school?
I did. I went
to one of the Capital members.
I went to Capital in Columbus. Speaking of Dan, we took him to Florida with me for a deposition. Was that a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago now, I think, right before Christmas.
I kept my man up about 20 hours straight.
Yeah.
And then we got stuck in the Baltimore airport till about 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
I
of
think we
the
got back to Cleveland home about 4.
that adds up. Adds up. Yeah.
Now he sees what really goes into this.
That's the stuff they don't tell you in law school.
Yeah, law school. Yeah, law school's easy compared to this.
Yeah.
Right. So, well, see, sometimes you burn out from it. You know what I mean? I think before I take a call, years ago, if I'm not mistaken, I read a survey of people, and when they asked lawyers would they do it again, I think almost half of them said no, they'd do something else. Because I don't know what their thinking was, but I don't know if it was just so much reading, so much research, or just burnout, or what the case was.
I'm not surprised, because I feel like every lawyer we run into, whether it's here or another firm, I tell them I'm in law school. They say, "God bless you," and worst decision you made.
Same
so I
thing
don't know.
like the restaurant guys. People think that they're trying to stop other people from opening restaurants. You're like, no, it's a miserable existence.
You ask anyone that owns a restaurant, it owns them.
Oh,
You live there constantly. It is a very, very difficult business, to say the least.
With my father-in-law, I've seen it. I mean, ask Frank about his brother. I mean, they live at those places.
I'm still, when you bring that calendar, the pizza from Leo's would be appreciated too.
Oh,
Melfi.
I think I'll bring you a white from Leo's and a trestle tort from MVR.
No,
I think I'll be A1 in your book.
Pizza can't be white with me. All right, it's got to be,
you need
gotta
sauce.
be the red sauce. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'll get you sauce.
All right. Let's take some calls with James Melfi. It's good to hear your voice again. And Dan, couldn't be happier that you're on year number 3 and soon making the finish line, man. And now, and always remember, you got to back those zips, when they're.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right. You know what I mean? You're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello.
Oh, when the things come marching in.
I mean,
there's our goofball.
Seriously, I mean,
there you go.
That's the first call of the night.
That's it. He was waiting for David. You're on the air with our attorneys tonight.
Or was
Hello.
it David?
Could be.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I just noticed something that's been happening. I wonder what your comment is on this. I went to the store the other day to purchase something, and it came to $10.96. I gave them 11, and this store doesn't have any pennies.
Right.
And if you go to these coffee shops, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, they never have any pennies.
Right.
So what obligation do they have to give me back my money? Because if I write a bill out, they don't care. It has to be to the exact penny or I'll be overdue. So how come they can get away with not giving you change back?
I couldn't agree more. And one, you are probably one of the last individuals that pay cash for a lot of things.
Well, I do. What are you calling us, dinosaurs?
No, I'm not calling you dinosaurs. I respect the use of
You're
cash.
implying it.
It's I have a feeling that's going to be some sort of lawsuit in the future. I mean, nope.
There's a penny shortage right now, I believe.
Yeah, they stopped making them.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing, though. Like I said, I have to pay my bill, and when you say use cash, if you use your card, you get a fee on it.
You get a 2.5% or 3% convenience fee. What did your
I'm losing no matter
receipt
which
say?
way I go?
What did your receipt say? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't even get the receipt. They didn't have anything there, and that's what it came to. I gave them $11. It was $10.96. We don't have any pennies. Then well, what am I supposed to do? Well, that's what I mean. I have to be accountable to every penny for my bills.
I tell you what,
I couldn't agree more. And they wouldn't give you a nickel either.
I got you. Yeah, I got this answer. He could have gave him a penny, and they could have gave him a nickel. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but there's a penny shortage. I would have kept the receipt. You guys owe me 4 cents. I mean, that's gonna pop up eventually somewhere.
Oh, someone will do it.
That's gonna be a class action.
Can I confess the following?
Can you imagine these stores? A penny here or there. Nothing but the thousands and millions of people that go to Dunkin' Donuts every day. How much money they're making on this no penny?
Right, but I mean, does it really bother you that much? Because it doesn't bother me at all.
No, it doesn't bother you. But the thing of it is, you're accountable for every penny. Don't leave a penny off of your bill when you pay your bill. See what happens.
I tell you what, here's what I do. Are you ready for this? That's why people call me Diamond Jim, incidentally. When I go through McDonald's, I say, take my change and give it to the Ronald McDonald House. Sometimes I don't even take it. I just say, it might be 70 cents or whatever. Give it to the Ronald McDonald House. All right.
Ron, I got to save all my pennies to pay my property tax.
Well, you got me there. You're right there. Right.
So is there anything legal that could happen with this over the years? Because it's going to get worse and worse.
He
as
said
the pennies
it
get
could be.
shortage.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to bring some sort of class action for a big box retail store shorting people on their cash transactions. I would keep your receipts.
Caller, before I let you go, I said one thing to say to you. I got a penny for your thoughts. All right. See you later.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you. Now, I'm not going to give him one. You think there's a class action suit he's going to file against me because of you guys?
No.
Melfi.
No.
That Melfi always gets the best of me. I tell you that. Incidentally, how's the baby? How's baby number 2?
She's doing well. She was sick this week. Needed some treatment over at Akron
Not
Children's.
the flu, I hope.
A strain of some sort of respiratory issue. So we got that squared away. Got her home, and everybody's at home and on the mend.
Don't you hate it when a young baby like that gets sick? This flu going around is horrible.
There's nothing you can do, and I'm just glad she got my wife's looks. That's all I have to say.
I don't know. You're a fine looking young man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? Yeah. You were blessed. You know, your dad's kind of a stud. You know that.
Oh, I saw a picture of him probably from 25, 30 years ago with the mustache.
Him and I were born the same year. Can you imagine that? I could be your dad.
He had a Burt Reynolds mustache.
The mustache was incredible.
For
that
20 years. I mean, before me when my sisters were growing up, and now he has a beard. I mean, he's not like a David Letterman beard, but he has like a 5 o'clock shadow. And I said, why don't you bring back that mustache? I mean, but I'm starting to look like my father. He's turning into my grandfather, and I am starting to look exactly like my dad. I mean,
Your dad
scary.
with a mustache would look like a 70s porn star. Come on now, for the love of God!
He's probably listening.
He needs to shave and remain clean shaven. That's the Melfi look. He can't be having a stubble and a mustache. Come on,
it looks good. He looks good.
Yeah,
but that mustache, man, I wish I could grow it.
It was a special mustache.
It was. I mean, it's Burt Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Your dad and I are just happy we wake up and we're healthy each day, and that we wake up. Trust me when I tell you that.
He wakes up. He just is eager to see all of his grandchildren and figure out a way how he can bust me for something that I'm doing, and goes about.
That's what I live for. Oddly enough, I'm just like your dad. Like I woke up this morning and says, "What can I bust Melfi for?"
Yeah, what you can yell at your children for, or bust them about. Yeah,
there you go. You're on the air with your attorneys tonight. Hello there.
I got a civil camera traffic ticket from Newburgh Heights.
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering are these things legal or not?
Here's a question I got to do follow up. Do you own your car or do you lease it?
I own it.
Mm-hmm.
The front of the ticket says, or the front of the letter says, I'm a duly authorized law enforcement officer for Newburgh Heights.
It's a camera ticket? Camera ticket?
Yeah, right. It says, based on inspection of recorded images, vehicle was in involved in a traffic violation. This is a certified copy of the ticket. Is sworn to and affirmed by, and it's got the officer's name and signature. Underneath that, it has deployment officer name and badge number. On the back, it says, failure to act will constitute an admission of liability, waiver of all rights to contest a violation, and a civil judgment will be entered against you.
Caller, I appreciate giving us that information. If you own your vehicle, we haven't had one of these calls in a while.
Right.
If you own your vehicle, we haven't heard of any type of civil action against
if you don't pay it,
drivers for not paying them. But if you lease your vehicle, and I learned this the hard way with my wife, you must contest those tickets within 30 days. And I would have, but for her withholding those tickets from me. But at least it was at a time during COVID where everybody needed cars, and I just looked at myself. I was at the dealership. I said, I'm not paying this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want a car for inventory? I'm not paying this. So,
all right.
If you lease,
so I should just ignore it then, or
you do you do what you think is best. How fast were you going?
You go with your God, but I haven't heard of anybody
Right.
These
How
tickets being
fast were you
enforced.
going, caller?
81 and a 60.
Well, okay. Can I give you? I'm going to give you unsolicited legal advice.
It's $225 ticket.
Yeah. Stop speeding. Now you know it. You were going way
Yeah, I
too
mean,
fast.
that's 21 miles over.
Yeah. Stop speeding.
Yeah, I know all that. But I got a camera ticket, and I just want to know if I should ignore it or pay it.
You can ignore it, and usually nothing happens. But you can also pay it. It's up to you. Final decision is yours. Man, that guy was going 21 over.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to learn from it. I mean, if you know it's there, don't slow down. I mean,
And they're always in the same spots, too. I mean,
I mean, there's some truth. Stop speeding. Slow down and go the speed limit. I mean, it's not unless you're Mark DeVecchio going to court, right?
Yeah,
because he gets them all the time.
Or I heard some about Beatrice getting out of 2 tickets on the same day. Yeah.
And they give you 10 miles. They give you 10 miles over, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's let's take some more calls.
But speaking of
You're on the
David,
air.
what's with this car? Whose car is he driving?
I don't. He
Well,
has a
he's
different
driving
car every day.
You
Is
think
it
it's
a-
some lady's chick Mercedes, right? That he's
It's
driving?
another type of chick car, but I don't know where his car is.
Who knows? He may hit a curb or done something along those lines.
You know what? He's this far away. Listen, I see this. I put it by the microphone. He's this close to driving a Volkswagen, and we all know that's a woman's car. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me any day. Hey, look I got a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh my God!
He's this
You know
close
what I mean?
from somebody taking his keys for good and saying, "Hey, Grandpa, you can't drive anymore. It's time."
Excuse you mean Mr. Magoo? All right, you're on the air with our attorneys. Hello.
Yeah, I have a question about bathrooms and handicap.
Yes.
The place where I work, the only restroom in the building, it's an office setting. The only restroom is in the basement, and I have a neurologic disorder which requires me sometimes to use a cane. If I'm having a really bad day, requires a walker. What's the ruling on that as far as them having to be up to code as far as handicap accessible?
That's a good question. Has your wherever your employer, have they raised an issue about your access or lack of access? 1 and 2, have you made them aware, at least the building owner aware?
Yeah, so they're aware of the difficulty I have some days with access, and they had there was another employee that had come up from the main office that was brought it to their attention. They said they weren't going to do any updates, and it was suggested just use the handrail.
I assume it's an older building, correct,
Yeah.
caller?
Oh, yeah, it's an older building. Yeah.
Sometimes there's some exemptions for some of these older buildings. I know if it's going to be a new construction, especially after the ADA statutes, those must be compliant. But there could be some sort of, not a loophole, but an exception depending upon the age of that building structure, et cetera.
Is that like a blanket exception, or would the company have to apply for that like separately?
Well, it's a depending upon who owns the building. So if your company rents or if they don't own the building, I mean, that would be on the building owner, the property owner, to rectify those issues.
Why don't you ask them and see what they say, and then call us back?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind. No, seriously.
Okay, I could try, but I pretty know what I'll be told already.
Well, let's see say. Hey, listen, guys, is there any handicap accessible bathrooms in the plans here? And see what they say, and then call us back and let us know.
Okay,
All right,
good. Thank you.
See what happens. I mean, it's a good question.
It's a great
question. It's really a heck of a dilemma for somebody that's trying to be productive and work and has an issue, and you can't get down the steps to take care of business, as we used to say. All right, so stand by, guys. We'll come back with more calls. Dan Leslie, soon to be a University of Akron graduate. I couldn't be prouder. And James Melfi, attorney at law, on the Legal Show, brought to you by Beatrice Cop on News Radio 570 WKBN.
Click this link now to review my bank transfer. I didn't make a bank transfer. Ugh, another phishing message. Are you frustrated by these too? So much of our lives are online today. To make sure my information is protected, I checked out CISA's Secure Our World resources. They've got 4 simple ways we can stay safe online. First, learn to recognize and report phishing. Next, create a strong, unique password for each online account, and use a password manager if you can. Then turn on multi-factor authentication for extra security, and you'll receive a code when logging in. And finally, turn on automatic software updates for convenience and safety. Click here to track my delivery. Another phishing message. But now I know how to protect myself from scammers, and you can learn too. Go to CISA at cisa.gov/secure our world for more quick, easy tips to be safer online.
Here's what's happening. Nicolas Maduro, ambassador to the UN, Michael Waltz, updates the world on Venezuela.
His crimes will be presented openly in U.S. court proceedings.
Who could be next? President Trump.
Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine, and he's not going to be doing
WKBN.
The ICE-involved deadly shooting in Minneapolis is exploding into a nationwide political battle. Minnesota Democratic Governor Tim Walz says President Trump is blaming the deceased woman, Renee Good, for the incident without knowing all the facts. His sentiments are echoed by other top-tier Democrats, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Meantime, Vice President J.D. Vance said today the woman's death was a result of Democrats and far-left networks demonizing law enforcement. DHS says the woman was using her car as a weapon against the agent when he opened fire yesterday. Meantime, protests against ICE continue in Minneapolis. A manhunt is underway for the person or persons who killed 2 people and injured 6 others outside a church in Utah. Police say a funeral was taking place at an LDS church in Salt Lake City when an altercation broke out and shots were fired. Of those injured, 3 are in critical condition. Salt Lake City police say there's no indication that this was a targeted attack against a religion. I'm Chris Caraccio.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, news, talk, and sports radio. Podcasts too. Download the app. Free never sounded so good.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by the Brad versus the World podcast.
Let's start with baseball, where the Guardians and all-star outfielder Stephen Kwan avoided arbitration today. He signs a 1-year, $7.7 million deal to stay with Cleveland. Cavs have won 4 of their last 5. They look to keep the W's coming tonight. They head to Minnesota. They'll take on the T-Wolves. And it's the college football playoff semifinal set to kick off tonight. It'll be Miami, not Ohio State, taking on Ole Miss. That's at the Fiesta Bowl. I'm Scott Davidson.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This program is furnished by the program participants.
Now, Ron Verb on News Radio 570 WKBN.
From News Radio 570 WKBN. This is the Legal Show, the longest running one around, courtesy of the law firm Beatrice Kopp on News Radio 570 WKBN, with attorney James Melfi on hand tonight. Nice to have James with us, and soon to be University of Akron graduate and attorney, and that's coming in a year or so, right? Dan Leslie, who joins us as well. So, 3rd-year law students.
Yes, sir.
That's a round of applause.
How about that? Thank you, Ron.
Where were you, Melfi? I mean, I was just doing it on my own.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's dead silent over
What do you
there.
want me to do? Dan, good job.
Thanks.
Give him a little applause, man. Give him some encouragement, for crying out loud.
I give him plenty of encouragement.
Yeah, by keeping him up 20 hours
he-
in the Baltimore
he
airport.
engaged in some hazing allegations.
All he wanted, that poor kid. We're sitting in Baltimore Airport. We're starving. We ate maybe once.
I think
that
we
day.
split a cheeseburger maybe for lunch, but
yeah,
that was it.
we split lunch on a break, and we're in Baltimore Airport. Nothing's open. We're sitting in this empty diner. What were we watching? The playoff? Or were we watching Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Watching Alabama, Oklahoma. I mean, this poor kid, all he wanted was a milkshake. I trekked around the Baltimore airport, found the kid a milkshake, and
Now he says that story like he didn't also want a milkshake, Ron. So
I mean, it was a great thought.
Yeah, he enjoyed every sip of his milkshake.
Imagine that car ride home.
Oh, not a good one.
Yeah,
that flight home was tough too. Yeah, and here's the thing: we're on the same flight. What do we fly back? Delta,
Southwest.
We flew Southwest, which we normally fly Frontier. So we have a slight upgrade.
It was like we were on a private jet.
Yeah, it was like flying in a private jet. He is ahead of me. He picks where we're gonna sit, and he's like, "Oh, exit row." He picks the exit row where the seats are literally on top of each other. I mean,
we still had extra leg room though.
Yeah, but we were short. My shoulder was on top of yours. I mean, we had no room, and then you fell.
Did you
asleep
have
on the
anyone
leg.
next to you?
I did not have anyone
Okay.
next to me, but yeah, it wasn't great when you're sleeping on my shoulder before we even took off.
Yeah, that's from the lack of sleep.
No, it
Jeez.
isn't. There's something going on there, I think. You know what I mean? What cologne were you wearing?
Yeah,
All right,
seriously.
You're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. You're on. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go
Good
ahead.
evening. I have a lady friend that just put her daughter on the deed to her house. Now, my lady friend's son-in-law isn't the most careful of drivers. And if he would be involved in a fatal accident or whatever, would my lady friend be liable as far as damages from her son-in-law's accident?
And it's the daughter's name that's on it. Okay.
Yes, it's the daughter's name, and the son-in-law is, obviously drives the daughter's car and all that.
Right.
All right, let's unpack this a little bit.
All
so,
right, let's unpack.
One, if you this kid's a bad driver, the first thing I would suggest is make sure, one, your lady friend, her daughter's husband, boyfriend, whatever, has plenty of auto insurance. One.
They do.
How much?
Oh, geez, I don't know. What's the standard auto policy? I have no idea.
The state minimum in Ohio is $25,000, and there's plenty of cases out there that we've handled where we have catastrophic injuries or even death, and there's 25 available. So I would, one, have a large automobile policy, 250,000,
Okay.
500,000. Who owns his vehicle? Your lady friend's
His wife.
His wife.
Yeah,
Okay.
His wife.
So, and sometimes when if we know he's a inexperienced or an incapable driver, the owner of the vehicle also gets sued, which they're covered under the insurance. But you shouldn't have a problem with your lady friend's daughter owning the vehicle, and they own it. Do they own it joint and severally? Well, I shouldn't say joint severally, but with rights of survivorship on the home.
Yes.
Yeah, her interest would not be encumbered by any type of judgment. Your lady friend's
Okay, so
interest.
my lady friend, she's safe then.
Yeah, your lady friend is pretty well protected. Just make sure her daughter has a lot of insurance.
A lot of insurance. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Did I ever tell you about my lady friend?
I love that term, lady friend.
She's my lady friend.
My lady friend.
I often refer to her by another term, my wife. Okay.
If I came home and called my
You
wife
should
my
try that out
lady
tonight.
friend, that would not go well. That would not go
it's
well.
it's kind of a cute term, though. I kind of like it. Though.
lady
My
friend.
lady friends. You know what I mean? I might invoke it. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
when I
But-
call her my roommate. She loves that. It goes over well.
Yeah. What are you trying to do? Rattle up a bee's nest? I mean, you should know better
Bee's
than that.
nest, that's
Talk to DeVecchio before you do some of that stupid stuff.
I mean,
all right?
she threatens me all the time. I'm going to call Mark. Okay, call Mark. That's what she tells me. I'm going to text him right now.
The worst thing is if a guy comes home and hits the playback machine on the phone and says, "Hey, it's Mark DeVecchio. Return your wife's call."
That's not a good situation.
You might as well just automatically just give up everything. All right, so you're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello there.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could get a quick update on the train derailment. I have a friend that lives about 6 miles out that received a check for $200 and some, and he wasn't sure whether he should cash it or if there's any news buzzing around about what's going on with it at all.
So the Kingmaker is our number one train derailment updater, but if he received a check, I know that there was an appeal issue. I don't see a problem with him cashing it. Has he signed a release or anything like that prior to receiving any checks or payments before? And is this the first payment that he's received?
It's the first payment. He actually went down to the site where they had it set up in there in the building down in East Palestine to sign up for stuff.
Yeah, he should be fine to cash it.
Okay. And no word on with the
on the
appeals
appeal
at all then.
No word on the appeals as of right now.
Okay. Well, thank you, guys.
No problem.
Thank you. You're on the air with our attorneys tonight.
Hello.
Yes.
First of all, does anybody have any knowledge on like the concealed handgun license in Ohio?
All right. What's your question?
Okay, it's like say if I'm out with my wife and we both have a license,
if you
is that how it sounds? Concealed handgun, or can I have?
First of all, in
concealed
Ohio,
handguns on me?
you don't need a license anymore.
Yeah,
all
there's
right.
no concealed carry license. Are you saying if you go out and have a couple drinks?
No, she did it. Could I put her gun on me and have two on me, or is it just for one handgun? Or can you have two handguns on you concealed?
What are you going to be like, Frito the Bandito? I mean, just have them straps and bullets across you. One's not enough.
I don't see an issue with it.
I don't think there's a restriction on limit of
yeah,
guns.
I mean, if you want to be the Terminator, I mean,
Maybe you'd have one in his waist and one down
ankle
by
gun.
his shoe.
You have an ankle
Yeah.
holster as well, and maybe one in your boot, like we're in a spaghetti western. But yeah, I don't see a problem with it. But if you're drinking alcohol or consuming alcohol, you cannot have your gun on you.
Oh no, no, yeah, I know.
All right.
Okay, I was just wondering if I could, put hers on me, and it would be. I don't know if it was like how it sounds like you carry concealed handgun. Okay, that means one handgun, or you can have more on you, and it didn't matter.
But you got to remember this, guys. If there's a merchant has a sign that no firearms allowed, that doesn't mean you can bring them in, right?
That's right.
That's correct.
Because businesses have rights to say we don't allow concealed carry, and you can't be carrying
Shoes,
while
shirts,
you're
no guns.
Well, you're drinking alcohol either.
You can't have no call, yeah.
And I believe if the police pull you over, you have to say that you have a gun in the vehicle.
Yes, that is best practice. Do not let your hands leave that steering wheel until they tell you to, and make those movements slow.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you.
It sounds like he's packing a lot of weapons, or wants to.
Yeah.
With a lot of people. Well, I can't say that joke because that would. It's going to get. There's a line even I won't cross. But Melfi, I got a good one. You really crack up on.
If it's something that it's a line that you won't cross. I have a feeling, Ron.
You know what it is already.
That
I'll tell you next time we're in a Baltimore airport.
Drinking a milkshake, eating Arby's at 1 a.m.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. You're on the air with our attorneys. Hello there.
Religious perversion.
You're on the air with our.
Okay,
you're on the air with our attorneys. Hello.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I own my own house, and I own a rental property with my son. We have a TOD on the deed, and I'm having health issues. And if things go south for me, and I end up in a nursing home, and of course, when I run out of money, I know they'll come after my house, and they go after the house that I own jointly with my son.
They can come after your interest in that 50% interest. But if it's TOD, you own it jointly and you have the TOD?
Yes.
Yeah, they can come after your interest.
50%.
And then what? It's a 5-year look back period.
They could put a lien on that or do whatever they do, however they do it.
I would work on getting a trust in place if in the next 10 years you think you're gonna end up in a nursing home.
Yeah, because there's that. He needs to get a trust right with that because there's that 5-year look back period. The sooner he does it, the better.
That is correct.
And if you buy additional property, that's not covered by the trust. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, I thank you for the information.
Proper
gentlemen.
estate planning if you think you're going to head to a nursing home.
Well, the thing is, nobody really knows. You never know what can happen to you. And we all like to think it happens as we get older. You can have a stroke at any time or any type of health auto accident or motorcycle accident that can put you in one. And I'm telling you guys, I'm sure you deal with it on a regular basis. It can really be devastating to your finances if you don't see a good estate attorney to help you do that financial plan.
A lot of people don't want to deal with their own mortality. It's very common. It's very common.
But it's inevitable. I mean,
it's inevitable.
It is. You just don't know when it's going to happen, and it's best. I would encourage everybody. I don't know where you guys are. Certainly when you're in your 50s to be thinking about it. If you're in mid 50s or latter 50s, or to get a trust together as far as your home and any other things that you have to protect it from that look back period and from having everything, your hard work really being stripped from you. And then it's not a pleasant experience. And I'll tell you something, estate attorneys are worth every dime you pay them.
They are
a good one that
they
knows
are
what
worth
they're doing.
every dime. Like I tell my wife, I said, whatever we have, I'm sure you and your next boyfriend will enjoy if something happens to me.
And that's the same thing I tell your wife. I said, whatever he has, we're both going to really enjoy a lot of what he's talking. And she says, yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? So there's a positive there. Just kidding. Okay. I'm like an old man that still shaves, so I want you to know. All right, so 5:45. That's a cheap shot at senior Melfi. Okay, you know what I mean. So so he's given up shaving. You're telling me? I mean, he's kind of
No, it's a well groomed beard. This isn't.
It's a manicured.
Yeah, it's a manicured beard. This is not, like I said, it's not a David Letterman style beard. He's well groomed with the beard. It looks good. I told him he looked like Santa Claus on Christmas. He didn't like that too much. He went to the gym the next day.
Yeah, you know how to make a guy feel special. Boy.
Oh yeah, we're great at it. We're great at talking nicely at each other about.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I am the baby by a lot of years. My oldest sister is 10 years older than me. The next one in line is 7, and then along came Jimmy.
All right, so 3. All right, well, that's good. So you have what, 2 sisters?
I have 2 older sisters that like to think they're my mother at times. That's what happens.
All right, so and then you came along.
Then I came along.
Had a boy, if you will, 2 girls and a boy.
And they didn't like it so much that the same rules that applied to them.
They really should have had one more just to see what would happen. Would it be another boy or another girl? Would have been interesting.
Probably another girl, but my older sister always says, the rules that applied to her growing up didn't apply to me, and they did not like that very much. I just said, sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you.
They were less stringent on you than they were on them?
Yeah, they were. That's a safe assessment.
Don't you think that's not necessarily because of what sex the person is? It really has to do with your parents have just gotten older and better at parenting, really, in all seriousness. Or maybe worse at it in your case.
Maybe both.
Yeah. I mean, I'll never forget when my wife was pregnant and everybody asked that question, what are you hoping for? What are you hoping for? And I got sick of hearing it, and finally I answered. I said, in all honesty, a small pony, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, I can't wait till 16, 17 years, the first boy shows up at my house. Oh,
it's going to be bad news.
Oh, it's going to be, I'm going to be brutal.
Jim, let me tell you something. In this day and age, pray that a boy shows up at the home, okay?
Wow, thanks, Ron. You're really making me feel good tonight.
Right. I am trying to give you the sunny side of what's going on out there is all I'm trying to do. There is a reason to be thankful for that. You know what I mean? All right, legal questions for attorneys tonight. Child support, divorce, DUI, custody, estates, evictions, wills, trusts, contractual issues, speeding tickets. You got a legal question? I got about 12 minutes left with our attorneys here tonight. I have 3 lines in Youngstown open if you'd like to get through. 330-729-9977 for Dan Leslie and attorney James Melfi. 330-729-9977. 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us. What's that number, Ron? Well, I'll say it slow, and you can dial in and ask your legal questions to our great legal minds. 330-729-9977. 330-729-9977. We'll get you through. I have 3 lines in Youngstown open, so if you have a legal question, pick up the phone and give us a call, and I'll hook you up with our attorneys, and I won't even send you a bill for it. How's that sound? 330-729-9977. On this program, you do not have the right to remain silent because we can't answer your question if you do. We can only answer it if you pick up the phone and give us a call. 330-729-9977. We'll get you through and get you an answer to whatever legal question might be on your mind. Attorney James Melfi, you do a lot of contractual issues, right? Just civil things?
I do.
Not as much criminal?
Not as much criminal. More civil litigation, some transactional work, but mostly on the civil litigation side.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Dave does a lot of stuff when it comes to the criminal end of the firm.
That's right.
As far as I remember, there's a time I'd be watching television, and in all seriousness, every thug that would come on, where they would show so-and-so in front of a judge, It was Beatrice standing by their side, one right after the other, the next story right after the other, right after the other.
What you just said is you are the juror that David does not want on any of his juries.
Why is that? Because
you just prejudged the accused.
You mean the thugs?
I didn't say thugs. I said the accused.
Yeah. You mean the thugs, the criminal.
The question is, Ron, hopefully you would want the same constitutional rights as the people that
I
are
would.
represented.
I would. You're innocent till proven guilty. That's absolutely true. Make no mistake about it. But I would. Well, let me take some calls. All right. You're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello there.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Your question for the guys.
Speaking of the trust for the with the 5-year look back.
Yes.
I'm just curious as to how that actually works. Why does that protect, and what is actually set in the place that actually protects them, whereas a person who doesn't have it isn't protected?
It's irrevocable, right? Because it's in the trust name.
That's right.
You don't own anything.
You don't own anything. The trust
owns the home.
That's
right. Well, why are they not allowed to go after a trust? What's the legalities of it? I guess I'm just curious how that actually works. Because everybody knows that it's there for that purpose.
No, Dan was having a very smart moment there for a second. So Dan, go ahead.
I think this is what you're going to say, but it's a separate legal entity, so it has its own legal
identity.
purpose and identity.
It
Yeah,
has its own identity.
Mm-hmm.
That person that's in the nursing home does not own that property. You cannot. You cannot take property that somebody doesn't own.
Oh, okay. I see. So in other words, a trust is because it's not physically owned by a certain person or group of people, then it's just there, I guess.
Yes. When you're in a nursing home, John Doe is the patient. That's John Doe owes the bills, but that trust is not John Doe, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, the other second question to that is because this has been done for so long this way, I mean, are there legislations or lobbies that are trying to change that rule so people can't do that?
Well, let's hope not.
No, but you'd
I
be
hope
surprised.
not, too.
Like we talk about estate planning, and we get a lot of calls every week of people with estate planning questions, probate. A lot of people just don't plan properly when it comes to their estate and any trust work that they need. And I mean, we see it time after time.
If you ever go through somebody that passes away, then they don't have a will, even a basic will, or they don't have anything planned out. It is really miserable for the people that are left behind to try to deal with it. And sometimes trusts make it so much easier than even a will to get things moving without probate involved. And it takes a lot of pressure off the executor as well.
It takes a lot
It's
of
just good.
It's a lot of pressure off your loved ones.
Yeah.
Wasn't it at 7 years at one time, look back, or is it back to 5? Yeah. Wasn't it 7 years? Didn't they change it to 7 years at one point?
I thought it was always 5.
I thought it was always 5.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else. All right. 5 years sounds reasonable. 7 sounded like crazy.
Yeah, you might want to do it. It sounds to me like you're this close to the nursing home, caller.
Oh, I am 1 foot in.
There you go. Welcome to the club. I'll see you.
Hey,
I'll see you.
You're great. Thank you.
I'll be in the next room.
Thank you.
You'd visit me, wouldn't you, Melfi? I mean, you'd bring me some pudding and stuff.
I'd bring you an ice cream cone.
Yeah. And
Maybe
put it
with
in
some
my hand
sprinkles.
and watch it melt. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be able to. Okay. You're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your question, please.
Oh, okay. I wondered if there is a law about people that have children that are not married and are giving child support but are not allowed to see the children by the mother.
So the court says they got visitation, but the mother's not letting them see it.
Yes.
Well,
she's got to go.
He's not married.
So they were never married?
No.
Is he named as a
But
father?
He does pay child support.
Is he the father in the birth certificate? Yeah.
Yes, he's the father.
Well, he needs to go to court to enforce his rights.
The thing is, he's been to court 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 times with his mother and father with him.
Yes.
And she was told that she had to let him see him but she's not doing it. And every time he goes to court, it costs him money, and he's not able to do it anymore.
You got to go back though to enforce it, right, Jim?
You have to. There needs to be a contempt motion filed. So, and he's handling it himself. I mean, I would suggest, he's spending money going back by himself, unrepresented. I would save some money up as much as you can, and get a lawyer, get a contempt motion filed, and enforce his rights. But it's going to do him no good to continuously go back unrepresented, spend money.
He was represented. That was the trouble. He was paying lawyers to help him, and then I think he said the lawyer retired.
Get a better divorce attorney. Get some money together and call Mark DeVecchio or Tally and see what they can do for you. Okay, at the firm.
This is up around the Cleveland area that she lives. Does that make a difference?
Well, I don't know. They might be able to.
We may be able to help you, or we can direct you guys in the right direction if it's something that,
that
we can't do.
Good luck.
Okay.
If you got the rights, you got to unfortunately sometimes spend some money to get the people that are ignoring them to pay attention. Right.
That's it. Contempt.
Yeah. You hear that, Leslie? That could be on the exam. Pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm schooling you. You're on the air. Hello.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Hey, I think previous caller kind of answered this, but I want to get some clarification on it. So my dad's kind of going through some health problems right now. He doesn't really have any sort of like retirement or anything like that. He has a loan out on a motorcycle. He has a loan out on a truck. My mom owns the house. What are some things that I should be doing to make sure that she's covered just in case anything does happen with my dad? That way she doesn't have to kind of lose the house and things like that.
Is his name on the house at all? Your dad?
His name's not on the house. No.
When's the last time it was on the house? Was his name ever on the house?
I don't believe his name was ever on the house.
And you really have to watch. So the example I would give is if he goes into a nursing home, they sign a contract, and if she's a signatory or guarantees, or there's any type of guarantees or any language holding her responsible for any and all bills, I would really pay attention to that. So still, and if those are the concerns, you do have that 5-year look back period. So I would consult an estate lawyer to discuss a trust as soon as possible.
Okay, so basically still like the same kind of thing as a trust, like getting everything in a trust. That way she can kind of protect herself just in case.
Yes, because a lot of people that sign these contracts with nursing homes or these facilities, they don't read the fine print. Okay.
Right. I think our biggest issue is just more worried about like if he passes, like
we'll get moving
before and whatnot
before it happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So just more if he does pass and he has all his doctor bills, that's still something that she could potentially be held for, right?
Typically the estate would be responsible for unpaid medical bills. I mean, I don't know how many, how much, you think your father has in these bills,
or in his estate,
if he has bank accounts. I mean, you want to get those TOD, transfer on death. So if he has a checking account, he could list your mother as the beneficiary of that account, and it would.
We're out of time, my friend.
Probate,
thank you.
So.
All right, Attorney Melfi, thank you for your time. Thank you, Dan, Leslie. Go Zips, right?
Go Zips. Thank you, Ron. Pleasure to be with you.
All right, you got it.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioid